Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cowboys will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Cal's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game. Gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off play action. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Reeder. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got some room, headed to He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Offense at an empty set. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On target over the middle. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down and once more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Quick completion to the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to pull his way out. And they will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 16 to Northwestern. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Wyoming. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the kicking team's going to call.
out.
And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Downfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cal!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense and literally making them honor the run and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Handoff from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Right on the money. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Looking for room. It's Yates. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to swing it on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And the returner will be dragged down. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside,
Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high.
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half, and on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Utah. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man in the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes a catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Reeder. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. And for this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Here's a heat. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10.
Get set.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the tight end. Big guy smells it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for room, it's Yates. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll send the back in motion. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Grab behind the line. It's cool. At the 40, there he goes. A lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Finding an escape route. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Yates. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Looking for space. It's Yates. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Makes a connection. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Here comes the heat. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Pushes toward the goal line. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks.
Caught by the receiver. Ruled out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line. It's 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Yates. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Yates. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll return it from the 50. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Come on, set.
On the ground, it's Reeder. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Fires left. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How many times you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Reeder. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. Gives him the big stiff arm. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He has the first and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Get set, get set.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He put some heat on that one down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
To the air on second down. Touchdown, Cowboy! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Sweeney. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Golden Bears will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at...
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Price. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The give from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try it again. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fareed. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.